Hi guys, this is a tutorial for developing a GUI historical data downloader from interactive brokers using their Python API. So here we go. This is the interactive Python API, as you can download it from their website. So we start a new file. Let's call it his data downloader GUI. So we have nothing here. So we basically start from scratch. First, we basically import the IB API, of course. So we want to import the decanter. Anything else? Yeah, we want to use the decanter. Import message box. Import from IB API wrapper. Import eWrapper. eWrapper is the class that handles all the received messages from the server side, IB server side. From IB API client, import eClient. So the eClient is where you start a connection, disconnect, send messages, send requests to server side, and anything. Linux running. I think that will be all for what I need. So we first need a message handler class. What it does is that when we receive messages from IB, it's basically lives in eWrapper. We somehow want to export it into other program, into my GUI, so I can display the data or plot a graph or do something else, or do some algorithm and calculate my entry point, exit point and stuff. So somehow we need to handle those data, so I need a message handler. So for now I just leave it empty. Of course we need this wrapper class. Actually tell the program what to do with the messages received from the server side. So we have to have the initialize class. I don't do much. Because we need a message handler. I call it exporter. We also need another constructor that actually can pass me the exporter. Cool. What else do we need? Yeah, of course we need historical data. So historic data you can find from here. This is where the requested historical data got returned sent to, and in the parent class here basically didn't do anything because this is log them as some kind of error messages. So we need to override this function so to actually handle the historical data. For now, we do everything is very simple. I'll copy these as well. Basic if self.exporter equals to none. We do whatever it was doing. It was doing without us properties on API dot 6 ETS. Yeah, there we go. And return. Else we do our own thing. We do self.exporter handle say historical data. Rack ID and bar. What else we need? Of course, there's a historical data and let's go there. Go to the wrapper class. Here's a historic end because this marks the ending of the historical parts reception. So basically this, so we know we're done with the request. We got all we asked for. So what we want to do with it is, of course, we do the same thing. Let's just copy the whole thing. I'm lazy. I don't want to test one. We basically call it int, right? Directory start. What else we need? Okay, we need this contract details. Oh, here. So I think it's the API dot common dot yeah. Here we'll find here. So we need contract details where this is the receiving end of sending a request for the contract details. So a contract has many attributes. The contract ID, symbol, exchange, currencies to uniquely identify a contract. So this contract details is, let's find it. There we go. Receive the full contract definition. This method will return all contracts matching the requested via a client request contract details. So we need this to actually make sure our contract is unique. Of course. basically we need to have goes to basically have a resolve contract, goes to basic contract details dot summary. Plus we need contract details and same thing that marks the end of reception of contract details with arguments here. Oh, that's pretty simple. Good. We honestly sub the contract details obtain code to true. Yeah, we need to initiate this. Let's go to here. I think that's all we need on the wrapper side. Let's go ahead to the client side. eClient. Just imported it from IB API client. Do we need to do anything here? I don't think so. Do we actually need to do anything here? I don't think we need to do anything here. Let's just do the constructor. I think that's all we need for now. Now we have our test app class. Let's visit the app. Inherited from both the wrapper class and our client class. Define the constructor. We need IP address. We also need port ID. We also need client ID. And of course we need our message handler. And so we basically can, okay, so we can first initialize the wrapper side exporter self message handler and then we initialize client. And we can start up a connection, connect. IP address, port ID, IP address, port ID, client ID. Okay, we want this to be our main thread. And thread start. And we set this to as an attribute this thread. I think that's all we need. Now let's start a GUI application. Also we need this to be a message handler. Oh yeah, the message handler, we need to have two functions: handle historical data and what else? Handle historical data and we don't need to do anything here. Handle historical data and we don't need to do anything here either. Second abstract class. Here, what we do, we need to start setting up the GUI. Anyway, of course, start with the constructor. The handler. So the default port ID will be 7496 and client ID will be anything. This is 25. So then we call it create widgets. Then we need self that is connected equal to false. I think let's create a widgets. That's a big chunk of code. Define create widgets. So we need a time. So let's call it now. What's that? One months day, hour, minutes, and seconds. Local time. Okay, very good. I need a font. I got my font. We go to Arial. Arial. Let's make it 12. So of course we need a button. Let's call it a button for connection. Button connect. We go tk.button. So got it. Connect. Command equals so connect to TWS Trader Workstation. We need to set a location of it to be row 0, column 1. We go to now let's write connect function. So we need to set if self.is connected. We also want this to be disconnecting button, right? So we do self, let's call it TWS client dot disconnect, and we need the button to have name connect. We need to reset connection status equal to false. Since we disconnected, else because now we're not connected, we basically need to have client equal to tapp. The connection IP address is localhost. Self.port, self.client ID, self.the wrapper. What's a wrapper? Message generator, that's self. And so we are exceptioning connection with server side. So let's just be safe. Let's just do this. While not self.tws client dot is connected, we basically sleep for like say 0.1 seconds. That doesn't hurt. Time pass plus equal to 0.1. Let's just check how long it took. So be safe. Well, we know, say after 5 seconds, we basically want to know if it's hand there permanently. We need, let's say, a message box. Okay, now we have some loose end that we need to handle. Waited more than 5 seconds to establish connection to TWS. We'll do now. So if it's connected, of course we need to change the status to be true. So it's connecting now. Okay, we can show something to the message box that successfully connected to IV. Oh, or TWS, whatever. Then, of course, we need to change the button to disconnect. I think that's all we need. Let's go back to setting up the widgets. Of course, let's do it one by one. So we need the function, we call it button get data. So it's a button text equal to get historical data. Command equals of the get data. Okay. So I want this to be next to the connect button. So we need some place for, let's ignore that for now. We need some time, right? For that's basically where you download it. Was end date time for your data, historical data. So we have the label. We need the label, say date time. Root is in master. Font equal to my font. Text variable. Let's call it. No, whatever. We're talking about text equal to so end date and date time. Make it row number 3. No, so we need some distance. We need another label for duration. So we call it label duration. we also need the label for the bar size. What else do we need?